Like many, I was swept up by the juicing craze. I mean, I was seduced by its promise of health and vitality. And today, I'm sharing the real reasons why I stopped this journey. In a world where juicing is celebrated as a cure-all for health, plastered across every wellness blog and health site, have you ever wondered if that daily green juice is actually good for you? Juicing, a health trend that's actually hurting us. Join me as I reveal the single biggest mistake in the health food world. So this journey began when I was suffering from the worst gut problems. I mean, I was always bloated. You do not want me to go there. I always suffer from hair loss, so I've always wanted to do things for my health. Clearly, I've got some issues I need to work on. So I did what most people do when they have a problem they need to diagnose. I Googled it. I found lots of articles, and after spending a dark hole of scrolling on TikTok, I thought I stumbled on the cure. Juicing! So I bought a cute blender, filled my basket with veggies and fruits, and I was ready to conquer it all. So I juiced. I juiced, and I did this for many, many days. 30 days to be exact. When I took my first sip, it was yucky. But that is the price you pay for beauty, so I chugged it anyway. I was pumped and so proud of myself. I was actually looking forward to my juice in the morning, but something wasn't right. With each press of the plunger, my heart sinks a little more. I see the waste. I feel the pang of uncertainty. I'm chasing health, but at what cost? The waste was undeniable. For every glass of juice, a mountain of discarded fiber. My fridge was filled with plastic bags of fruit and veg. And then the energy spikes. Short-lived highs followed by crashing lows. Sure, I was downing these drinks packed with vitamins, but my gut? It wasn't getting any better. And the bloating? Still my unwelcome guest. And my wallet? That thing was on a diet because, man, juicing ain't cheap. I started to question, was the juice worth the squeeze? That's when it hit me. I was doing this whole thing wrong. Pouring time, money, and all this effort into something that was supposed to make me better, but it was actually doing the opposite. It's like you think you're on the road to wellness, but you've actually taken a detour down a side street. I had to look into this more deeper, and what I found was shocking. I digged into the research, and these are my findings. So juicing fruits and veg lead to high sugar intake. So the process of juicing actually removes the fiber, which would normally slow down sugar absorption, so potentially leading to spikes in blood sugar levels. And fiber is essential for gut health. The process can also reduce other nutrients that are bound to the pulp or the skin of the fruit or veg. And that's when I kept thinking about that poor wet pulp that I put in the bin, and how I was just spiking my already insulin sensitivity through the roof. Yeah, so I have PCOS. And then also starving my beautiful flora, the good bacteria that keep your gut healthy in the first place. And that's what they eat. They eat fiber. Juices can be really deceptively high in calories because it takes a lot of fruit to make a single cup of juice. And without the fiber, these calories don't fill you up the way eating whole fruit would. Just another problem to add to the list. Then there was the environmental impact. So juicing requires large quantities of vegetables, fruits, which can lead to waste, not only in terms of the pulp, but also in terms of the water and resources used to grow that produce. You know, I'm all for saving the planet, but here I was, adding to the stress. Also, there are high levels of oxalates that some juices may contain. Oxalates are organic compounds found in many plants, nuts, and seeds. And while they're usually not an issue in a balanced diet, consuming high amounts in juice can lead to health problems. For individuals with certain conditions like recurring kidney stones or other health issues, consuming foods high in oxalates can contribute to the formation of stones or other complications. When you juice vegetables high in oxalates like spinach or beet greens, you're consuming a concentrated amount of these compounds, which can be problematic. So here I am. I knew I had to pivot. I needed all of that good stuff. Fiber, nutrients, the work. So at first I started putting a bit of pulp into my juice, just sprinkling it in there. But with all the other stuff like the waste and the money and the time, all of that stuff just weighing in on me, that's when I turned to my trusty blender and I started whipping up smoothies instead. Yes, a game changer. All the nutrients, but still all the fiber. Obviously, eating the fruit and veg is the best way to consume it, but I find it hard to eat fruit and veg. And if you're like me, then blending could be your answer. So I sent back my juicer, thanks Amazon. I basically complained that the waste was ridiculous and I got a full refund. So now I blend all of my fruits and veggies and I feel so much better. So what I do is I freeze my veggies like kale and spinach. Always get organic because again, you don't want to be blending pesticides into your smoothie. So I always try and get organic. I always have celery juices. Celery is really, really good for your hair, skin, and overall gut health. So I'll always include a celery in there. And it's actually not bad. What I found is to help the consistency of the smoothie, I'll always include an avocado. So that creaminess of the avocado helps to bind everything together, and you're getting good fats as well. So you're not just getting the nutrient dense antioxidants from the berries or the fruits or the veg. That fat helps to create a more macro, fuller meal. I mean, I'm not saying it's my replacement, but I do have it as my breakfast. So I'll always have an avocado, berry, kale, spinach, hemp. The list goes on, smoothie in the morning, and it does keep me going until lunch. But what's really great is I've started to put apples in there. I've started to put more kind of cruciferous veg in there. I can tell you now that that has helped me so much with one, getting in my 5 a day. Well, actually it's 10 a day apparently. Also getting in things that I wouldn't normally eat by themselves, like celery. And I get to put really good extra nutrient dense things in there, like cocoa nibs, which is full of magnesium, hemp seeds full of omega-3s, berries for antioxidants, organic oats, which is also a carbohydrate which helps to bind everything together as well. And my favorite is Real, please sponsor me. It's a green powder made from moringa, chlorella. These all help to feed the gut. And if you really wanted to get an extra boost, you could put some kefir in there. That is a probiotic that is introducing friendly bacteria into your gut. And kefir, a fermented drink or yogurt, has one of the best multi-diverse strains. So I'd really recommend that. But let me know in the comments if you guys are juicer or a blender. I want to know how that's fared for you in terms of your health, how you feel. I will say that my gut feels a lot more healthy. I do feel like I am not spending as much time in the toilet, but like as in I'm not feeling as bloated as I was, and I don't have that heavy feeling in my stomach anymore. So I'm really happy with my blending results, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.